Bruce Lee is playing hide-and-seek with his 5-year-old son in a Los Angeles park when 4 men walk toward them with revenge in their eyes. What Bruce does in the next 20 seconds keeps his son innocent and keeps those men on the ground. Brandon never knew what happened. He just remembers his father smiling when he opened his eyes. Los Angeles, California, April 1970. Saturday afternoon, 3:15 p.m., Griffith Park. The big open field near the merry-go-round. Families everywhere, kids running, dogs barking, the smell of hot dogs from a nearby vendor. A perfect spring day in Los Angeles. Bruce Lee stands behind a large oak tree. 29 years old, 5'7", 135 pounds, wearing a simple white t-shirt and jeans. No shoes. He took them off because Brandon said barefoot is more fun. So barefoot it is. Brandon Lee is 5 years old, small for his age. His father's eyes, his mother's smile. Right now he is standing 30 feet away, hands over his eyes, counting loud, 15, 16, 17. Bruce watches his son count. This is his favorite thing. Not movies, not martial arts, not fame. This, Saturday afternoons in the park with his boy. Hide and seek. Ice cream after. Stories at bedtime. The simple things that matter more than everything else combined. Brandon's count is slow, deliberate. He wants to give his father time to hide, wants the game to be fun, does not know his father could disappear completely in 2 seconds if he wanted to, does not know what his father is capable of. That is how Bruce wants it. Brandon should be a boy, should have a childhood, should not know that his father has hurt people, should not know about the challenges, the fights, the men who want to prove themselves against Bruce Lee. Brandon should know his father plays hide and seek, buys ice cream, makes funny voices during bedtime stories. That is enough. That is everything. 18, 19. Bruce spots them, 4 men, walking across the field. Not toward the playground, not toward the vendor. Toward him, directly toward him. The walk of men with purpose. The walk of men who have been planning this moment. Bruce recognizes one of them, Jimmy Kwan, former student. Bruce expelled him 6 months ago, caught him using techniques to hurt people outside the school, caught him bragging about beating a man half to death in a bar fight. Bruce told him, martial arts is not for bullies. Told him to leave and never come back. Jimmy did not take it well, threatened Bruce, said this is not over, and said Bruce would regret embarrassing him. Bruce forgot about it, moved on, had more important things to think about. Jimmy did not forget. The 4 men are 50 feet away now, Jimmy in front, 3 friends behind him, all big, all angry, all here for revenge. Bruce looks at Brandon, still counting, eyes still covered, 20 seconds away from opening his eyes and looking for his father. 20 seconds. Bruce makes a decision. Brandon will not see this, will not know this happened, will not have this memory, will continue counting, will open his eyes, will find his father smiling, will never know that anything was wrong. That is the plan. Bruce steps out from behind the tree, walks toward the 4 men, intercepts them 40 feet from Brandon, far enough that Brandon will not hear, will not see, will continue his count. Jimmy stops and grins, the grin of a man who thinks he has won. Bruce Lee, finally caught you without your students, without your cameras, just you and us. Bruce does not respond. He is counting in his head, matching Brandon's count. 12 seconds left. Jimmy keeps talking. You embarrassed me. In front of everyone. Told me I was not worthy. Told me to leave. 10 seconds. Now I am going to embarrass you. Right here. In front of all these families. Going to show everyone that Bruce Lee is just a little man who got lucky. 8 seconds. The three friends spread out, surrounding Bruce. Classic intimidation tactic. 4 directions. No escape, or so they think. Bruce glances at Brandon, still counting, hand still over his eyes. Good boy, keep counting. 6 seconds. Jimmy steps forward. Nothing to say, Bruce. No smart words, no philosophy. 4 seconds. Jimmy throws a punch, fast, hard, all his training behind it, all his anger. Bruce moves. What happens next takes 3 seconds. In the first second, Bruce sidesteps Jimmy's punch. His hand catches Jimmy's wrist, redirects the momentum. Jimmy stumbles past. Bruce's elbow connects with the back of Jimmy's head. Not hard enough to cause damage, hard enough to drop him. In the second, the friend on the left attacks. Bruce does not look, feels the movement. His right leg sweeps backward, catches the man's knee. The man buckles, falls. Bruce's palm strikes down, solar plexus. The man cannot breathe. In the 3rd second, the 2 remaining friends attack together. Bruce drops low. Both punches pass over his head. He rises between them. Hands strike both throats simultaneously. Light taps. Precise. Both men gag. Both men fall backward, hands clutching their necks, breathing but incapacitated. 3 seconds. 4 men down. Bruce counts in his head. 1 second left. He walks back toward the oak tree. Casual. Calm. Like nothing happened. Reaches the tree just as Brandon's voice rings out. 20. Ready or not, here I come. Brandon opens his eyes. Looks around. Sees his father leaning against the oak tree. Smiling. Found you, Daddy. Bruce laughs. You're getting too good at this game. Brandon runs to his father. Bruce scoops him up, spins him around. Brandon giggles. The pure laugh of a child who knows nothing about violence, nothing about revenge, nothing about 4 men lying on the grass 40 feet away. Can we get ice cream now? Bruce looks at his son, this perfect innocent boy, this reason for everything. Yes, ice cream now. They walk toward the vendor. Bruce's arm around Brandon's shoulder. Brandon chattering about wanting chocolate, about his friend at school, about a dream he had last night. They pass within 20 feet of the 4 men. Jimmy is starting to sit up. The others are still down, groaning, confused. Brandon does not notice. He is looking at the ice cream vendor, deciding between chocolate and strawberry. His father is beside him. The sun is warm. The day is perfect. Bruce glances at Jimmy. Their eyes meet. Bruce shakes his head slowly. A message. Do not do this again. Do not bring violence near my son. Next time I will not be gentle. Jimmy looks away. Understands. This is over. Bruce buys 2 ice cream cones. Chocolate for Brandon, vanilla for himself. They sit on a bench. Brandon's feet swing because they do not reach the ground. Other ice cream dripping down his chin. Daddy, you are the best hider. Bruce wipes Brandon's chin with a napkin. Sometimes the best hiding is staying exactly where you are. Brandon does not understand. He is 5. He thinks his father is talking about hide and seek. Bruce is talking about something else, about hiding the darkness from the light, about protecting innocence, about being a father first and a fighter second. 20 years later, Brandon is 25, an actor like his father, following in footsteps he never fully understood. He gives an interview about growing up as Bruce Lee's son. The reporter asks about the violence, the challenges, the men who wanted to prove themselves against his father. Brandon shakes his head. I never saw any of that. My father was gentle, playful. We played hide and seek in the park. He bought me ice cream. Well, he made funny voices during bedtime stories. I did not know about the fighting until I was much older. He kept that away from me, protected me from it. The reporter presses. But surely you saw something. witnessed something. Brandon thinks for a long moment. There was one time. I was 5. We were playing hide-and-seek in Griffith Park. I was counting. When I opened my eyes, some men were lying on the grass nearby. I asked my father what happened. He said they were taking a nap. I believed him. He smiles at the memory. I was 5. Why would my father lie? He pauses. Now I understand. Those men were not taking a nap. Something happened while I was counting. Something my father handled before I opened my eyes. He protected me from knowing. Protected my innocence. His voice catches. That was my father, then the greatest fighter in the world, who would rather play hide-and-seek with his son than prove anything to anyone, who handled whatever needed handling in the 20 seconds I had my eyes closed, who made sure when I opened my eyes, all I saw was him smiling. The reporter asks one more question. What do you miss most about him? Brandon doesn't hesitate. Saturday afternoons in the park, hide-and-seek, chocolate ice cream, him calling me buddy, the feeling of being completely safe because my father was there. He wipes his eyes. I did not know he was protecting me from anything. I just knew I was safe. That is the gift he gave me. Not martial arts, not philosophy. Safety, innocence. 20 seconds to handle whatever darkness tried to reach me. And a smile when I opened my eyes. What would you do with 20 seconds? Then what darkness would you handle so your children never have to know it exists? What would you protect them from? Bruce Lee could have proven himself, could have let Brandon watch, could have shown his son what his father was capable of. Instead, he chose hide-and-seek, chose innocence, chose to be a father instead of a fighter. 20 seconds. 4 men. 1 choice. Keep counting, buddy. That is what love looks like. Not violence, protection, not demonstration, dedication. Brandon never knew what happened in those 20 seconds. He just remembers his father smiling when he opened his eyes. That is enough. That is everything.